Hi, I'm the young not German ale mango from the Crappy Smelly Ham Variety channel, and today we are being sponsored by CreditBox. Now this is so exciting. This is our first ever sponsor on this channel, on the Crappy Smelly Ham Variety channel, and we are being sponsored by CreditBox, which I use every day. I love CreditBox because I designed it myself. Never mind, I did not design it myself. I just love CreditBox so much. So, CreditBox, what it is you just have all your diamonds in one place, all your credits as you will, in one place. No more carrying them around loosely and losing them. All you have to do is just fill your credit box with all your credits. And then all you do is just put it in here, and this specific machine is going to charge us exactly 18 diamonds, and we'll get our credit box back and an item. And there we go, boom, credit box back, and you could do the math. It was 64 before, now it's 46, and I guess that's 18 because I'm too lazy to do the math right now. And you know, you just wait for the little ding to happen, and then you can purchase something again. So you put your credit box in there, and then you just wait like 10 seconds at the most. That's how epic and cool credit box is. Look at that. Wow, so awesome. Look at that. Boom, charges exactly 18 diamonds. Oh no, but what if you try to put an empty credit box in there? What's gonna happen? Oh no, it's stuck. How do I get it out? Boom, you just push the manual return button and you get your credit box back. Oh, but what if I try to scam the system and I try to pay without paying? Okay, buckaroo, ready? So you put the credit box in, and then you're like, haha, I'm gonna just push the button and give it back to me and the item and charge less. Well, guess what? It's not gonna give you the item because you didn't pay the whole thing. So then you just put your credit box normally in there, and it'll just pay the rest. So we will get the credit box back and our item. See, it is so cool, and it just doesn't break. So thank you, CreditBox, for sponsoring this video. And thank you, this has been the young not German Il Mango, and now we'll go on to the rest of the video where a Crappy Smelly Ham explains further detail about our sponsor. So this is the entire CreditBox system. As you can see, it is relatively compact for what it does, 4x4x5, and it's also pretty dense, except for this like giant gaping hole in the bottom, but doesn't matter. I don't think you can get any smaller than this. So let's just see how it works. So this specific one only charges 2 diamonds, so when this hits 19, it will give us our item and our credit box, shulker box back. So put this here, gets dispensed and then broken, and then stuff happens and my item just fell over. So yeah, you just saw everything happen in front of your eyes, and it was crazy. So let's see if we can just do that again. Charges 2, that gets dispensed, and the redstone fell in the hopper. So a lot of things happened. It did get stuck over here, but if you have a block next to this piston, it'll work 100% of the time. So basically how this works, we put the shulker box in here, it goes into this dispenser, this comparator reads it, and then we follow this observer track, goes through this dropper, powers this redstone, and it just dispenses the shulker box on top of this hopper. Then over here we have a payment system, so there's the comparator, and if you can see, if I can get under here, well, there is 2 pieces of redstone in front of it, so if you just squint, look at that, there's 1 piece of redstone there, and then another piece to the left, and that will go into this 4-tick repeater. It will briefly unpower and power this torch, letting the items through, go into this chest, and that is our payment. So then after that happens, it will get broken by this piston, because there's an observer that detects this piece of redstone, so it will break the shulker box, and that piece of redstone will also dispense the item and give us our thing that we paid for, and then that will go into, so the shulker box will break, go into these hoppers, into this bottom dropper, and then if we just head back over, where is it? Yeah, over here, when it gets powered, it's gonna power through here and just activate this dropper tower until the shulker box gets to the top, and yeah, that's basically it. So then the self-returning thing, also pretty easy. You push this button, this piston net gets activated because this piston updates it, goes through this observer track over here. We just follow it, and it'll activate this piece of redstone like 3 times, and then it'll just boost the shulker box all the way to the top. So let's just see it happen again. It's all really fast, and boom, 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 boom. There we go. Really quick shopping credit card system thing. So now we are going to build this beautiful compact machine. And also before we start building that, if you do want to charge items more than 2 of your currency, I'm going to show you how to do that. You need like a little extension at the end, but I'll show you how to do that in the tutorial. I'm recording this after I already did it. There it is. I already built this thing. So say hi to me from the past. Okay, so I just broke that. Doesn't matter. Let's start the tutorial. So to build this contraption, you need a 4x4 area that is 5 blocks deep. So this is our building area, and this is just a bunch of space, so we have room to move around. And these are the things you need, so just pause the video and just look. These diamonds, you don't need a stack. You actually only need 22, but these are going to be like your currency items. And then this cyan wool is just for your wiring blocks. So that's cleared out of the way. Let's just start the tutorial. So you're going to get your chests and your wiring blocks, and you're just going to go 5 blocks up like that and put a chest. So coming from this little center left block, so the chest is above the surface. Put a hopper underneath it like that, and a dispenser facing towards the left. If I can place it under, no, towards the left, there we go. I'm so good at Minecraft. And then we're going to put a block underneath it like that with a comparator, and then 2 blocks like this in front of it, 2 pieces of redstone, block going down, 4 tick repeater. So this is going to be a little payment system of 2 items. So if you want it to be 1, just put this at 1 tick. If you want it to be more than 2, I'll explain how you can do that at the end, because you do need an extension. That's why there's more space over here. So like I said, back to this, a block in front with a piece of redstone, get your torch, and then put a torch over here, and then get your second chest, put it here, and then your 2 hoppers, one going here, and one pointing towards your comparator like that. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your observers and get your pistons. What do I not need? I don't need lamps. So take an observer, point it close in the direction of this hopper, put a block in front, and then normal piston like that, and then behind it normal piston facing downwards. And then you could just put a block. This is going to be your floor, and you're going to put a button. This is going to be your returning shulker box button. So then you're going to put a block here, and then put 3 droppers, not dispensers, make sure they're droppers, facing upwards so it's flush with the floor like that. And then you're going to take your hoppers and then just go point them into this bottom dropper. Yeah, I was going to call that a hopper. You're going to put a comparator coming out of this dispenser on this observer, and you're going to put 2 observers going like that into this observer tower thing, and then a piece of redstone over here. And you're going to go over here and place a block. You're going to put a piece of redstone on that, and you're going to put an observer facing towards it, and then a block in front, and then a hopper behind it, and then a observer underneath it, and then a lamp like that. Okay, next thing we're going to do, going to put 2 blocks like this, and then dropper facing upwards. This is going to be what your items are going to be coming out from the ground. And then under this piston, might need to break a hole, observer facing downwards like this, and observer going into that block. And then finally, I think this is the last part, we're going to put 2 observers facing downwards, and then, no, not 2. Is it 2? No, we need 3. So break that. It's going to be coming from this piece of dust, so coming outwards like that. Break this block, and then 2 observers facing downwards, and then an observer facing towards this piece of redstone with a lamp, and then observer facing upwards. So this should be everything. If you want to charge 1 or 2 diamonds, you probably want to charge more, so you're going to go in here, and you're going to put 1 item in every slot, and then you're going to put 17 in this first slot, so 17 just like that. So now if we take a shulker box over here, so let me just take the shulker box. As you can see, filled with diamonds, so when we put it in, this 64 will turn into 62, and then it'll be shot out here, and this dispenser will activate. So let's actually just put some cyan wool in here, and it's probably going to fall in that hopper too, now that I think about it. So let's put it in here. It's going to get dispensed, get broken, that comes out, that comes out. So that all worked. So if these things came out like they should have, so there we go. It took 2 diamonds. That 64 turned into a 62, and this got dispensed and just landed in this hopper. So that might happen. So maybe put this hopper going into that dropper so it just goes back, I guess, if you really want to. So that is the entire CreditBox system. So now I'm going to add the little extension that lets you charge more than 2 items if you want to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to move this torch. So you're going to put a block here, and you're just going to quickly, as fast as you can, try to move it to that block. So there we go. Let's see if any items went down. Okay, 1 item went down, so just put an item back, and also would have just gone in this chest. You're going to put a block in front of this piece of redstone, then a block to the side, and put a repeater going outwards, and then a block up like this, and a block here with a piece of dust. Take your sticky piston and your redstone block, and I don't have my normal pistons anymore for some reason. I'm gonna put a sticky piston over here, redstone block, and then a normal piston over here, and you're gonna put a piece of dust over here, block next to it, and then you can just put a button so it goes this way and not into the hopper directly. And now you're gonna go onto this side and put a block with a piece of redstone, and you're gonna go back to this left side, put a block up, then back here, put a block up, and then 2 blocks like this with 2 comparators like that. So now we're going to make 2 hoppers face into each other. So just put a block up behind one of the comparators, hopper into it, then break it. So then you have 2 hoppers facing into each other like that. So now here comes the part where I can't really tell you exactly how to do it. So for my example, that is the maximum you can charge. The maximum you can charge is 18, whatever your currency is. And the amount of items that I had in there was 19 blocks of, well, junk blocks in this hopper. This hopper that is locked by the redstone block. So I guess we'll do 19. So put 19 items over here. So 15, 17, 18, 19. So the first time it's not gonna work. Actually, we can just make it work. So just do that. So now it's gonna charge 18, whatever our currency is. But if you didn't change that, it's not gonna work the first time because there's still lots of stuff in here that more than there needs to be. So it's gonna work the second time and onwards. So just so you know, and don't complain that it's broken. So now that we changed what's in the hopper, we changed the delay. Let's see if this thing charges 18 diamonds. So this 64 should turn into 46, and we should get our item. You know what? Let's put a block on top of this drum. Why do I keep calling things the wrong things? No, it's the hopper, whatever. So put your shulker box in here. It's gonna get dispensed. It's gonna take a little bit, and then it's gonna be broken anytime soon. There we go. And we got our box back, and we got our item. And if we just check how many items are in, as you can see, 46, just like that. And as you can see, there is a little bit of a delay for when this refreshes, so you have to wait for this piston to retract. So what I did with there, how I added the note block, really easy. Now I don't have materials for this, so you need like a torch and a note block. That's all you need to add. So all I did is add a torch on this block, and then just grabbed any note block and just put it right next to it. So if we just put that shulker box in again, there we go. It's gonna get dispensed, and then that thing's gonna activate. So we'll just wait for that. It's gonna take a little bit. There we go. So that's gonna dispense. The item got dispensed, and then this note block indicates when we can use it again. So when this retracts, then we'll be able to use it again. So here we go, right about now. So there we go. The note block played. It was pretty quiet. I think my note block settings are low. But anyway, that's it. That is the CreditBox credit card system thing. So now, if you want to just cover it up, you can just cover this all up in solid blocks, just like this, and you can cover the entire floor. Now you can get rid of this top dropper and replace it with a block, but it is a little bit unreliable from what I've had from testing, so I usually like to keep the dropper over here. And if you want to just cover it up, you can use like a slab or, you know, a carpet like I did. I used a green carpet, if you couldn't tell. This green carpet has the dropper underneath it, so you can integrate carpets or something with hiding the dropper. So yeah, really easy credit card-esque system in Minecraft. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's cool, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a proof of concept kind of thing. Maybe it can be made better. Maybe someone can design something in this space and add more delay without adding this pulse extender thing at the end. So yeah, end of video. Epic outro. Woo, punch the sky. This is gonna be uploaded tomorrow, but by the time you see this, the recording will be the day before. So yeah, it's probably gonna be released on Monday. Okay, goodbye.